What's up, YT? How's everybody doing? I am in my brand store, you guys, and what I'm going to do right now is I'm getting ready to find as many marked down items, which is in the clearance area, just because they got a dent or something in them, and just get this stuff here. And I'm not going to be able to haul it because I'm going to drop it right off today where it goes, because today is the day and the timing will not permit for me to bring this home and roll back out. So I'm going to turn up right now. And as y'all can see, I've already started. Look at that. This is name brand Del Monte. Look at that. Fresh cut leaf spinach. 64 cents, y'all. You already know what time it is. You already know. And they got so many other different items over here. And I'm just looking through any and everything that could be a service to somebody. You know what I mean? So a lot of this stuff I'm strictly getting to use for donation. I got all kinds of marked down cereals, you know. All kinds of stuff on marked down over here, y'all. Glasses, look at that Shamrock. I love the Irish. Love the Irish. No price on them. The hats, y'all can go. St. Patty's Day is already gone, but at the same time, it's nice to keep little commemorates around the house. That okay. Well, I just, wanted to holler out and hope everybody's doing well today. We got the little reduced fat milk carton. See, that's good. Instead of juice all the time, milk and obviously water. But yeah, I hope everybody's doing well and counting every day. Every day is a blessing, no matter what you're going through, no matter how bad you feel, because of the fact that, this is what life has to offer, and nothing's promised. Look at that, y'all. $1.99. You already know I gotta snatch that up. And I'm probably gonna have that for myself because I need some more mail. But yeah, I just want y'all to know that I'm here and I'm trying to get through the little gravies. 54 cents. But I just want y'all to know that I'm trying my best to be grateful for whatever I got. And sometimes you be grateful for some of the negative stuff that happens to you, because it's all a part of his plans, teaching, and blessing as well. And I know that sounds weird, and I don't know how many people are aware. Look at that. 39 cents for light red beans. But I don't know if everybody know, and I'm not judging people or saying what their relationship is with the Bible and anything like that, but you know that Jesus only lived for, what was it, 33 and a half years. You see what I'm saying? So, before he went to the cross. So y'all already know what I mean when I say that. And a lot of us have surpassed that. And we need to really and truly be grateful for his short time but very big impact in blessings on our lives, and what he has sacrificed for us. And I just keep on every day, y'all. I'm going to tell you, I've had, nothing new. And this is not a pity story, a testimony, and none of that. It's just having a conversation with my YT people. And I'm going to be all over the place, y'all, because I'm trying to enjoy vlogging here. Well, I won't call it vlogging. Talking and laughing with y'all while I try to use my other hand and move around to shop with. But I tell you, I just had some awful days of, with some medical issues that is, a regular part of my life. And I think a lot of people experience it, whether it be them or somebody in their family or somebody they know, da-da-da. Look at that all-purpose flour, 89 cents. Even though you can get it in the Dollar Tree, but I'm just saying it's a better quality because it's a name brand back in it, if you know what I mean. But yeah, I just had, like a, kind of mixed up day. Last 2 days of feeling down and out about, I got a medical, situation that has occurred. And, well, I won't say it has occurred, an opportunity to get some help with a medical situation that is not guaranteed, but it is definitely guaranteed to be able to help me with some of what I'm dealing with. Okay, even if it just helped with two things that I can replace the medication with. And I just got caught up at the timing of doing a lot of planning financially with serious investments that I have already done. I should say that before this situation came up. And then and I started feeling bad because I know that it's the opportunity. Good morning. The opportunity to try to change and fix some of the things that I have that are going so terribly wrong. And it's a lot with pain management, you know what I mean? And other issues as well. And I started feeling like kind of lousy that, I went through the process and the consultation. I also had to pay, a portion that my insurance doesn't cover so that I can get approved to get the help that I need from this doctor. And then come to find out, I am not going to be able to get what they told me I was going to be able to get because the location of the place, I got to find the right timing to be able to go there. And it just caught me at a time, and then I kept saying to myself, well, what are you feeling bad about that for when you are still standing and you're going to get there? And also, you just bide your time the right way and stop. And it ain't nothing but the devil. That's all it is. It ain't nothing but the devil that is trying to make me feel worse about something that's not necessarily really as bad as it seems to be. So, with that being said, I want to reprogram myself. And it's been 2 days because I started feeling like guilty about, having medical problems. But I know better. You got to remember, this is just trial and error. I'm over in another yesterday's fake area, you guys. Sorry about that. But I started thinking, and I kept saying to myself over and over again, you already know. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, that's all right.
Got you all boxed in. I started saying,
On a mission.
well, you have a great weekend. That's right. I know what you mean. Get it in. But yeah, so I got to the point where, you know how sometimes when you know what's up with yourself, but you're expecting more from yourself than you need to, and you kind of play yourself, and knowing better though, knowing better, and also knowing that you're not the only one, also knowing that the Lord ain't gonna put no more on you than you can bear. Is pretty much what I'm trying to say here. But I just had to have them feelings and process those emotions, and then what they did was they strengthened me. But I still don't like having those thoughts, coming through at a time that I could be using my mindset for something more positive. But see, I'm only human. This is fleshly stuff that's going on, and it is what it is. So I had to give myself, a hug, because I just was feeling human. And I realized there's nothing wrong with that. It's just that, not to be rude and not to judge anybody. And I know we all got something going on here, but it just seems like, every time I turn around, there is another thing added on. And who am I? Look what the Lord has sacrificed for me. So I still had to process and deal, humble myself, and accept. You understand what I'm saying? Accept it and stop letting it take me where I don't need to go, because it is what it is. But like I said, once again, I am human. Things happen. And it is what it is. So with that being said, I had the first day that was completely awful. I just let it hit me because I'm like, I just did all of this, and now the timing and what I need to do, I can't get it done. And then I kept saying, what do you know about patience, girl? Patience is a virtue, and patience is it's always going to be needed, and it's also something that you have to develop, and it doesn't come naturally, just out of the blue. You have to work on it. So I still, I process, and that, a lot of my day mentally was distraught because of all of these issues. And then the next day, I got a little bit better, but I decided to give a good cry. And I'm gonna tell you guys, with all this allergy stuff and going on, that cry cleansed me out in more than one way. Not just psychological, but it cleansed me, in a way, a physical way. Getting your nose cleared out and all of that. And I just, I just felt like having a good cry. And I cried with a family member. I just decided just to let it all out, because I usually, don't, do a lot of that type of stuff, which is nothing wrong with it. I just learned how to deal with it better. And I was kind of shocked that it hit me like that, because I had processed past even, feeling like that about stuff, to where I let it get down like that, because I kind of, this is my cross to bear with my health issues. I just, we have those emotional times, you guys, that we kind of go there, and it'll be all right. And I think sometimes when you're tough and strong and you hold it together all the time, we need to exhale. You breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth a couple of times, and wake up and realize that you don't have to be Superman or Superwoman. You just have to be. You understand me, y'all? And I did that, and it just felt so good to process, and I know that God doesn't necessarily want me to be that, down and out, but at the same time, it's part of the flesh and the human emotion. So once I pulled that off, that made me know that it's okay. It is okay. And I'm here. I am here. And I thought about what I was dealing with, because for this treatment that I need, it's going to take a lot of traveling backwards and forth. And that's something that, that worried me more too, because of the fact that it is going to mess me up with how I got everything situated with my work schedule and all that, and trying to do 2 jobs, because I had my full everything with the one job, but because of medically I can't work the full hours anymore, but I still had to pick up a part-time. And I just got so, so bounded up in trying to, what's this and what's that. And then I kept saying, give it to God and sit it down. And I realized a lot of times when we are tempted and bothered by a lot of negative things, we forget to turn to God to ask for that help. And that's what I did. I messed up and tried to, do it on my own. And I didn't realize at a certain portion when this was happening to me that I didn't have to. No, I did. I feel like it was needed. I'm going to take that back. I feel like it was needed for me to let that wrangle out, because doing the most emotionally, and I think that I needed to detox that out. I think I needed to cry and to feel, instead of, just not just because, I was weak, but because I am, human, and it's a happening thing in life and reality, and it's normal. So once I did that, and I had a family member that I cried, and they hugged me up and all of that type of stuff like that, and they, they were looking rather shocked, because I usually don't roll like that. And then that's the problem. Why I should roll like that, because I'm always holding them up all the time, and I had a right to rock like that. Feel me? I had a right to do that, and I did it, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I loved it, and it felt so clean and glorifying and free, and I felt that there was a lot of weight lifted off me, and I'm proud of myself for being able to accept and move on. And I did that, you guys, and I'm telling you, like I said, it cleared me out. You feel me? It cleared me out. I'm talking about congestion from, all of this allergies, and, it just cleared my head out too. And I was like, wow, girl. And a good cry really does you good. A good cry. And I'm talking about a cry just cause, is a good thing to have. And man, I'm gonna tell you, y'all, it was amazing. And it just felt so good. And I kept saying, why don't you just go on and just do that more often? Because it really served a good purpose for me, y'all. This is a heartfelt conversation that I'm having with y'all about being human and allowing yourself to feel things, opposed to always trying to be strong. That doesn't, solidify that you are in perfect standing. It just shows you that you're human, and it doesn't show that, that you have, no belief in God or faith, because that's not what that was about. It was about, doing my thing. And it just, I don't know how to explain it. It just felt so good in so many different ways. And I realized a lot of people need to, there's another markdown area, you guys, too. And I'll be trying to show you all of this stuff here. These are some wheat muffins, $1.25. Oh God, they got all kinds of wheat bread. Hot dog buns. 89 cents. Yep, hot dog buns. And this is one, once again, I keep telling y'all, see that logo there, that's my brand store. It already got enough hot dog buns. And today is not the day that when I drop off my donations that they allow you to bring wet stuff. So I can't bring bread and stuff. It would have to be definitely cans today only. But yeah, I'm just so like mind blown. Also, what I noticed that does you good too, well, not you people, and I'm not telling nobody what to do, I'm just saying what I've done and how I feel. I noticed that anytime I'm feeling some type of way, it's good to start, like, to get in the Bible and read, chant, pray. And I like to get in the shower too. When I go and take a shower, I just feel like I am basically cleansing myself off from all of the ilk. You know what I mean? If that makes sense. And I'm going to tell you, it works. And a lot of times too, what I do is I go on and get myself, like, out and doing something for somebody else. Get around the house and be cleaning up and chant out loud, Jesus, Jesus, thank you, Lord, for everything, your blessings. I appreciate it. Thank you for holding me up. Just all of that kind of stuff. And it helps. It really does help. But when you're not in the right standing with those type of things, that's when you feel like you are, you're slipping and you're lost. But I think that it's okay for that to happen. I think that it's a good thing to be able to break it down. I feel where I'm coming from, because I don't want to be just like, oh, you just the matriarch of the family, or you strong and you never show, because that's never anything that I intended on doing. Excuse me, y'all. Something wasn't looking right there. I don't know what that was on the floor. But yeah, and I just said to myself, I said, wow, let it be. Stop, don't hold it in. Do your thing. Crying is not just for loss and a funeral and all of that type of stuff. Crying is a part of a human emotion that need to be processed at times, so that we're ensured that we are on point, that we are human, and that we're doing okay. And it just felt so good. And I cried. I'm talking about that, like that. And then when you cry, you remember that crying like kids. I did that. I just let my emotions do what it wanted to do. And once again, with that family member, nose running and eyes pouring down, and it's like I had to get the ick off of me, because you know, it is true though, when you have negative feelings about a lot of things, whether they're true or not, or you need to develop patience, and you know, you don't want to have you know, make a permanent decision on a short-term situation. That there is what I'm talking about. That very thing there is what I mean when I say I wanted to render it off like that, because it really helped me out so much to do that. And I kept saying to myself, well, stop trying to, you know, stop trying to hold it in and go on and let it be, you know? And when I did that, it just, I don't know how to explain it, you guys. It just cleansed me out. You see? Store brand English muffins are going for $1. 6 of them is the original ones. That is awesome. But I am stacked in my refrigerator, so I don't need any. And like I said, if there was a time coming up close by for me to do wet stuff, I would go on and put this up for the donations. But normally what I do is when I get stuff for donations, I grab stuff from my neighbors and myself. I always bring it home. I haul it, not just to be trying to show off anything, but I have to bring it home to process it and break it down too. And then I usually go back out that day or the next day and take it as soon as possible. But right now, that's not an option because of the fact that the wet day only happens once a week, and this is not going to happen for another whole week. So it's not, it wouldn't be a good idea to get the items and just hold on to them. You feel me? That's all that I mean when I say that. This is a good price too for the pods. Again, the all is good too. I seen one of the YouTubers, she uses all, what's her name? The Bells Plus 2 now. Well, they got a few channels. So it was the Bells Plus 1. Marcia, she was doing the, she showed, I guess there's a good one that she used. She did all of her newborn baby clothes, because when you buy new clothes, you're supposed to wash them first. And she used a good one for the baby clothes. And then she had another one I seen sitting there for, I guess her, her husband and daughter. And it was good. And this is like one of them free and clear that would be good to use for baby clothes. Then you got all the other different ones that we can use for us and our stuff. And now they got the all with the oxy in it. So I got a few new things I would be trying, because like I said, I normally make my washing powder, you guys, and I've been buying washing powder because they've been having good prices and stuff, especially at Aldi's. But the problem is, when I started making a washing powder again, it kicked me up on a respiratory and everything, and I had to sit it down, y'all. I had to sit it down. I was like, that ain't gonna do it. That ain't gonna do it. Look at the pods, $6.99. That's not bad. And how many you get? You get 32 of them in there. And that's the Tide Simply Clean and Fresh pods. Awesome. Now I got to make up my mind which ones I want, but I'm looking for the deals. But yeah, so I just, it just felt so good to be human. Human, okay? You get these right here. These are $4.99, and you get 18 of them in there. So I got to do the math. 18 for $4.99, or 32 for $6.99. You already feel me, right? So, okay, so that's what that's gonna be. Also, they have the Gain up here too. Oh, I love Gain, you guys. I love Gain. But yeah, I made my what'd you get for the Gain? The Gain has how many in here? This kills me when I'm trying to do this with you guys and get the amount that's in here. The Gain is not showing, and sometimes the thing be right in front of you, but the Gain is not showing how many in there. For $4.99, I think that's a steal, but I want to go with whatever is the more, because Tide to me cleans better than Gain, but Gain cleans good, but Gain lends itself more to the fragrance, which is a good thing, but Tide is a little bit of both, and I love it. I just got to find out how much this in here for $4.99, because I think I'm going to get some of those and switch out when I do the laundry. Then you got the all. See, some of these, now see the all, you get 24 for $4.99. That's good too. Okay, all core, because I haven't used all for a long time, but once I seen her video, and she wasn't showing that, she was just doing her laundry. I'm talking about the Bells Plus 1 young lady there. she wasn't showing like, oh, this is necessarily what I use. She was just doing her laundry as she was doing her vlog, and that's pretty much what it is. And I'm still looking on this bag to see how many come in this, because I really want to gain overall, but I don't seem to be able to see how much is in there. But yeah, y'all, I just wanted to say that right quick. And I'm looking at, you know, like they said, you know, Jesus lived for like 33 and a half years, and I've surpassed that, and I'm over here crying. And I said, you know what? And he know I'm crying, and he's all right with it. He's giving me the clearance to cry. So here I am. Here I am, human, doing my thing, living my life and enjoying it. And this is what it's going to be, the good, the bad, the ups, the down, and the in-between. But you know what? I'm still standing. I'm still standing, you guys. But I'm going to be honest with you. I was, you know, and I say this all the time, you know, then I stopped standing for a while. I am supposed to be retiring. I'm not supposed to work no jobs. And anything I do has to be limited to like 2 hours, no matter what it is, rather standing, you know, on my legs, sitting too long, walking too much range of motion thing. I am basically, I got issues from head to toe. Real raw talk, and 11 medications. And I'm not crying, I'm not bugging out. I'm just sharing, y'all. Just sharing. Anyway, you guys, I'm in my brand store. And I know this ain't too much of anything. And like I said, this is not a vlog. I probably said that, but it's not. It's just a hangout and, it's, you know, conversation with my friends all around the world. And thank you for having me. And thanks for your time. And everybody have a wonderful, beautiful day. Bye-bye.